Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, Sigval here and welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to fight Boss Green Lantern mainly. This is Heroic 7 Boss Green Lantern, so it doesn't get worse than this. And to my surprise, it was actually not that bad for this account at the very least. I don't even want to think about how it will be on the secondary account, and we're actually there with the secondary account, and I've played one fight and it's already looking up pretty bad. So first up we have Batman Laughs here with Sword of Salvation to generate some power, and we have Deathstroke and John Stewart Green Lantern. With Batman Laughs I need to be a little bit careful to not step into dot hazards, because since he's got Sword of Salvation, there's going to be absolutely no defensive stats on him. I mean, there's defense, but defense doesn't help me out against the hazards because those are going to have dot damage. So I super move in there, re-engage the combo again. And I think we're going to be done with the percentage shell damage on this transformation, or at the very least very close to it. Yeah, we're done. That is done. So Deathstroke in there, and let's see how much we can get out of Nora Snowglobe. Again, if you wanna not get unusual gameplay with Nora Snowglobe, try to not use Red Hood, and at the same time don't use all your percentage shell damage, like not all of them from the clones and stuff like that. So here I'm not sure it will be very feasible to use all of it, very possible. But yeah, we're doing fine here, since we have the ability to constantly regen health. We don't really care about the dot hazard. And we're going to eventually let him kill us, I think, with super move. So yeah, there we go, super move, first clone gets in, second special in there. With the clones it's gonna suck ass, because the John Stewart Green Lantern passive that allows us to not get power drained by the hazard does not apply to the clones, so they're going to get the full effect of the power drain and stuff like that. But the clones are going to survive long enough, I guess, as long as they don't step into a hazard like that one did. So yeah, fat rip on this one. But yeah, another second special in there before it goes down, and it unavoidably died. So a fat rip on that one. Okay, so the second clone in there. Second special. Another second special. We're at 0 health already, so this is an amazing start. We got 2 of them out there so far. And the third one, there we go. This is actually far better than I was expecting from any of the clones. We might even get a 4th one, my dudes. There we go, 4th one. This one's doing amazing, great job. It did well enough. Look, it did well enough. So yeah, I don't want Deathstroke. I don't want Deathstroke to die, because I think he still has some juice left himself. So another one in there. There we go. That was indeed some percentage health in there. And since that was just 11 mil, I think that was the last one. Yep, that was the last one. So yeah, this is the first fight, and boy, before the addition of Deathstroke and Batman Laughs, this guy was one of the most annoying things in the world, but now they just made it so much easier. But boy, on the secondary account, I don't have either of the characters. All I have is a Kim-Flant Sakoman that gets destroyed by the damage cap. So over here I have Raven, League of Anarchy. So I have sort of Sin on Raven to reduce armor and inflict constant power drain. And I was like, Raven's a tanky girl. She's got like defenses maxed out. She doesn't need entropy. Boy, she needs it. She definitely does need it, because she's going to take tremendous amounts of damage from dots. So pinning him in the right corner is simply not going to be reliable, so we'll have to just try to chill around the middle area. Joker can take some dot damage because he's got a level 9 firebox, and that will regen a lot of health if necessary. But Raven needs to be very careful, because I don't want her resetting darkness. Joker getting in there again, dealing some pretty decent amounts of dot damage, like I said, they're 9 mil per swipe. And yeah, I guess with this team maxed out and properly played, you could at the very least get close to one-shotting this dude, if not one-shotting. But I just went for the safe route and used the percentage health reduction first, and I don't regret it. I have 0 regrets in regards to that. But this team is doing a very good job as well. Another special one in there. Again, must be very careful with Raven. Don't want to lose the darkness. Joker back in there, using the super move also. Gonna be careful here. Re-engage the combo. Raven back in there. Special one. Power drain I don't really care for, because all we need in this fight really is Just 3 power bars to reset the darkness. If we get that, I don't care about not having power. Raven back in there, another special 1. Joker gets back in there. As you can see, we have no problem surviving, even though I got hit a few times. He can deal no damage to us as long as we get that firebox and as long as we don't camp the right corner hazard. But here I'm going to kill him anyway, so I'm just going to extend my combo bit with special 2s. And there we go. Heroic 7 Green Lantern, far less of a problem than I was expecting, but boy, just wait for the secondary kill, my dude. The rewards are garbage, and let's take a moment, my dudes. Let's take a moment to talk about the rewards. Because there's always the argument that dumb and stupid people make. If anybody makes this argument, just go ahead and tell them that they are dumb, stupid, and room temperature IQ. They're going to tell you that, oh, the artifacts are not paid to win because there's a chance to get the artifacts from the Solar Raid rewards. Look, my dude, this is Heroic 7 Dawn of Apocalypse on this account, and so far, all the way from normal difficulty until this point, I have gotten 2 Soul Raid artifact drops that were not the firebox. I got once the Electrax at level 4, and I got once the Rod at level 1. And this is still very lucky to an extent, my dudes. This is still very lucky. So there's no way that artifacts having a chance to drop from Soul Raid rewards justifies them as non-pay to win. If anybody tries to make this argument, try to inform them that they're stupid 2-digit room temperature IQ, okay? So that they're aware and they can live their life accordingly. So yeah, here we have Kinflint Saccoman versus Boss Bane. So over here we have Nora Snowglobe, and if I play this correctly, we might get the absolute peak performance out of this because he's combo interruptible. And yeah, this clone has a pretty good start, not gonna lie. 2 third specials in there, and we're going to keep combo interrupting him, hoping for a third. Combo interrupt again. Combo interrupt again into another third special. There we go. That clone did all it had to do. Now let's get King back in there. And he gets hit with a special 1, and this is perfect. After special 1 you might have noticed that Bane is flexing a bit, he's flexing his muscles a bit. That is his weakness, because in that scenario you can engage a combo while he's flexing, and we are able to do that and ping him right back in the corner, right on tagging with the second clone, so this was very lucky for us. This is basically the perfect scenario. Our third special in there, just 1 more, and we get the perfect fight from Kinflint Saccoman. Come on, we can do it, we don't get those often. Combo interrupt again. Into yet another third special, there we go, perfect, this one went perfectly. And boys, something else, like on the main account I did fight Green Lantern once. It's Heroic 6 on that account that we're at. I did fight him once, I did tickle his pickle with Kinflint Saccoman with Nora Snowglobe, and boy, we deal no damage still because he's got a damage cap. So basically the damage cap is something that makes the enemy not take damage higher than 3% of their current health, I think. I don't think it's maximum, but yeah, this fight went perfectly, by the way. So that's basically the damage cap side of things. Doesn't allow the enemy to take more than 3% of their max health, actually. Yeah, it's max health, it's not current health, my bad. So no more than 3% of their max health can't be dealt in 1 instance of damage. So this was basically introduced first when they put Soul Raids in there, because like Kinflint Saccoman was dealing percentage health damage, and at the point they perceived that to be broken and to be too easy. So they put a damage cap in there. Yeah, whatever, you do you, my dude, you do how you feel like. But then they add Batman Who Laughs and Deathstroke, who are 2 characters that deal percentage health damage, and they have built-in mechanics to bypass the damage cap. So currently, the only character in the game outside of League Raids, and League Raids, it's hurting more characters, but I don't really care because League Raids are a joke at this point. But yeah, in Soul Raids, the only character in the game, that's the only one. You'll not see another character. You might see normal tier where there's like no health on the bosses, like Zero Banshee getting a little bit messed up by that. But the only character in the entire game that gets messed up by the damage cap is Kinflint Saccoman percentage health damage. It's not the damage cap, it's a Kinflint Saccoman added nerf Like, remove it already. You put that in the first place, believing that the percentage shell damage was broken, and then when you proceed to add percentage shell damage again, you make it bypass it. Why? This is literally just kill plant Succub and no fun zone, my dudes. But yeah, back to this fight here, we have Batman Ninja Brainiac. I just had Brainiac available. And Batman Ninja Team available, and I was like, okay, let's give that a go again, let's see how it goes. Again, this will heavily underperform compared to other soul raids, because no passive stat splitting, but we're still getting some decent values out of the Beta Club. I resort to the infinite combo because first up I was combo interrupting him, and it was all good fun, but he kept swiping down, and if you're gonna be a bad boy and keep swiping down, we're not gonna let you have that ability. So yeah, that's as far as that team goes. Also going to speed up the Manta fight, so Manta fight is going to be with Just Like Flash in there for the 3 fast attack hits and Classic Wonder Woman for the added crit damage. We're going to also at some certain point start using our second special to reduce his armor. We do have armor pierce, but you're still better off reducing the armor for the swipe damage. So matching his super with our own, we have no problem tanking that. Trying to pin him to a corner. He's been a good boy, he didn't back off into a jump attack, so I do appreciate him for that. We're hitting into a class advantage here also because we're tech and he's might, and well, class advantage is not something that matters that much, it's going to be something that helps us out a bit with damage here. And yeah, this is basically kind of the almost best setup for Manta. Classic Wonder Woman benefits him a lot, Flash benefits him a ton, my dudes, and the constant burning effect that we're going to add is going to also benefit us a lot. And normally the artifact I wouldn't use Flash here, because normally I would go Jokerized Batrank on Manta, because that is just a far better artifact, but since the stats don't split, the level 9 Firebox is just going to have to do for this one. Another second special in there, Combo Interrupt again. And as far as how much health this dude has, we should be able to kill him. And yeah, there we go. It was actually a pretty good fight with Manta. I don't think I messed up at any point there. So here for the last fight, I just wanted to play around a bit. I mean, look, against Boss Scarecrow, I could have used Zero Banshee and that would have dealt more damage, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't feel like this is going to matter. So I wanted to see how much damage Harley can do without an EPI. Keep in mind, we have a level 9 Firebox. We also have a class advantage against this dude, and I guess it doesn't matter that much now, because that usually matters a lot for the dot damage that you deal, but now we deal no dot damage. We have Dark Metal cards on Arkham Knight Batman, and I just wanted to see how far we can push the Harley team with only the additional damage against stun targets, with normal damage, without the dot being a factor in there. And yeah, the answer is, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler here, it's garbage. It's absolutely garbage. I most likely could have matched the damage that we did here with my maxed out Atlantean Armor Aquaman with the Firebox if I played it well. I mean, maybe not as far as that goes, but maybe close enough. So yeah, it's garbage. If you're like, oh, I get Harley with gears. First of all, how do you have Harley with gears but don't have EPI? And I want to use her without EPI now. I mean, you can do it as one of your 6 teams if all your 6 teams kinda suck and you just need some deal some damage in there, but this is in no way, shape or form something actual. But yeah, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you dislike it, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
This is the future.